All right, let's jump right in and clear up one of the biggest points of confusion in all of tech. What is the actual difference between artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning?
You hear these terms everywhere, right? On the news and commercials, at work. People use them interchangeably all the time. But here's the deal. They absolutely do not mean the same thing. And getting the difference is the key to really understanding the wild technological world we're living in.
Okay, probably the easiest way to wrap your head around this is to picture one of those Russian nesting dolls. Artificial intelligence, or AI, is the biggest, outermost doll. You pop it open, and inside, you find machine learning. And then you open that one, and you find the smallest, most powerful little doll right in the center, deep learning. We're going to unpack each one.
But you know what? Let's make it even simpler. Let's use a cooking analogy. Think of AI as the entire kitchen, the whole room, all the tools, the entire concept of making food. Machine learning is like a specific recipe in that kitchen that you follow step by step. And deep learning? Well, that's the master chef who doesn't even need a recipe. They can just look at a pile of ingredients and invent something amazing from scratch. Keep that in mind.
So let's start with the big one, the whole kitchen itself, artificial intelligence.
The core idea of AI has actually been around forever, since the 1950s really. And the goal was, super ambitious, but also pretty simple. Can we make machines smart? Can we automate things that humans normally do with their brains? If a machine can sense what's around it and take some action to hit a goal, boom, it's a form of AI.
Think way back to 1997 when the chess computer Deep Blue beat the world champion Garry Kasparov. Yep, that was AI. Or even something simpler, like a machine in a factory that sorts fruit. If the label says apple, it puts it in the apple bin. It's just following a very clear, pre-programmed rule. These systems are intelligent for sure, but they aren't learning anything new on their own.
Okay, so now we're opening that first Russian doll. Let's look inside at the recipe, machine learning. This is where things start to get really cool. With machine learning, we stop giving the computer a giant list of if this then that instructions. Instead, we just feed it a ton of data and let it figure out the patterns and the rules for itself. It's a huge shift from being explicitly programmed to actually learning from experience.
So think about it this way. Traditional coding is rigid. You write the rules. If you see an enemy, turn left. It'll do that every single time. But with machine learning, it's flexible. You show it data from thousands of past battles and say, you figure it out. It learns its own winning strategies. It's the difference between following a recipe to the letter and actually learning how to cook by tasting and experimenting.
And trust me, you interact with machine learning every single day. When YouTube just knows what video you want to see next, or when your email automatically sends that sketchy message to the spam folder, that's all ML working behind the scenes, learning your preferences from your actions.
Okay, time to open the final doll. We're going one layer deeper to meet our master chef, the one who invents the recipes from scratch, deep learning.
So deep learning is basically machine learning on steroids. The secret sauce here is something called multi-layered neural networks. It's a fancy term, but the idea is that the system is structured kind of like the human brain, with layers of connections that let it learn in a much more sophisticated, complex way.
Now this, right here, this is the absolute game changer. With regular machine learning, a human has to do a lot of the work up front. You have to tell the machine, hey, to find an apple, look for things that are round and red and have a stem. But with deep learning, nah. You just dump thousands of pictures of apples on it and it figures out what an apple looks like all by itself. It's the chef who invents the recipe just by looking at the ingredients.
And that incredible ability to learn on its own is what's powering the most mind-blowing technology we see today. A self-driving car telling the difference between a pedestrian and a lamppost. Your phone unlocking just by seeing your face. And yeah, of course, large language models like ChatGPT. All of that is powered by deep learning.
So we keep saying these systems learn. But what does that actually mean? How do they do it? Well, you can think of it like there are three main teaching styles.
First, there's what we call supervised learning. This is like giving the system a bunch of flashcards with the answers on the back. Then there's unsupervised learning, where you give it a giant pile of messy data and tell it to find interesting patterns, like a detective. And finally, there's reinforcement learning, which is basically learning through trial and error, like playing a video game over and over to get the high score.
Okay, so we've got AI, ML, and DL. Why on earth is it so important to get this straight right now? Let's put all the pieces together.
Let's think of it like a family tree. Artificial intelligence is the parent, the original big idea of smart machines. Machine learning is the child, a specific way to make that parent's dream come true by learning from data. And deep learning? That's the grandchild, a newer, more powerful, and way more advanced version that's really changing the world.
So here's the bottom line. When you hear people talking about the AI revolution that's happening right this second, what they're almost always talking about are the incredible breakthroughs made possible by deep learning. That is the engine behind this entire boom.
And just like that, you get it. By understanding this simple hierarchy, AI on the outside, ML inside that, and DL at the very core, you've just put yourself ahead of the curve. Seriously, you now know more than most people in the room. So I'll leave you with this question. Now that you can actually tell these powerful technologies apart, what's the most exciting, or maybe even the most scary application that you can think of for the future?